What's going on, Nerd Army guys? Welcome to the newest episode of Nerdsmerized. Today guys, we are going to be continuing our journey into the world of Game of Thrones. We are going to continue with Season 2, Episode number 6, titled The Old Gods and the New. So let's jump right into this one, guys. Boom. So then we start off this episode with Theon taking the castle of Winterfell. We see him bust right into Bran's room, and he's all, Theon! What's going on? What are you doing? He's all, it's Prince Theon now, motherfucker. I like Theon, but he's getting kind of crazy. I'm not sure I'm digging the new Theon. So Bran does the right thing and yields to Theon to prevent him from killing any of his people. To protect his people, he yields Winterfell to Theon. So in the right mind, this is what a good ruler would do. He yields it to Theon to prevent death. But Theon did capture Sir Roderick, who was actually the one who led the assault on Theon when he was attacking the other city. So Sir Roderick gets brought in front of Theon, and Theon's like, you know what, I'm gonna lock this motherfucker up, fuck him. But then Sir Roderick spits in his face, and he was still gonna lock him up, and his first mate's like, no, bro, you gotta kill this motherfucker. He needs to pay the iron price for disrespecting you like that, and that's death. So Theon thinks about it real hard, with all the insisting from everyone else, from the maester, from everyone around. Theon starts swinging. He chops Sir Roderick's head off with only 4 full swings, and he's freaking traumatized as he's doing it. You can see it in his face. Holy shit, man. Now Jon and the rest of his little sneaky mission group from the Night's Watch, along with Half Hand, are sneaking in, and he's actually kind of teaching Jon what it really means to be a member of the Night's Watch, to be a member of Castle Black. And he explains to Jon, no matter what, you fight to the last fucking breath, no matter what. Like, there's no honor in dying. You never give up. You fight, fight, fight until you fucking can't anymore. And it's true. I mean, you can't give up and just like, I'd love to die. It'd be an honor to die. No, fuck that. You live. I'm gonna live. I don't know about y'all. I'm gonna fucking live. Now, Lord Baelish shows up and goes to meet with Tywin Lannister. Damn, this motherfucker gets around, I swear. But he's meeting with Tywin Lannister, and he kind of notices Arya out of the corner of his eye, but she kind of quickly hides away from him and tries to stay out of his view because she knows he's going to recognize her. Out of everyone, it will be him. He's in love with her mom. He's obsessed with her. He knows what all the kids look like. Now, Jon and his sneaky little crew find a little encampment of some scouts, and they attack them. They kill all the rest of them, and Jon captures this girl, and he's like, no, I'll kill her. I'll take care of myself. So they're all, we'll meet you at the top. See in a little bit. So then Jon is like being a pussy about it, being a pussy about taking out this wildling. And you know what? She gets the fuck away and starts jamming. So Jon chases her ass down, catches her, but now he's fucking lost and doesn't know where his homies are. So now they're fucked. Jon, you fucked up, bro. You should just cut her fucking head off. So then everyone's gathered outside to watch Cersei's daughter go be married off. The arrangement that Tyrion had set up that Cersei was so pissed about. So they're watching it, and as the daughter's actually floating away in the boat, the younger brother is actually sitting there crying his eyes out. And Joffrey looks at him and starts talking shit to the kid. You're a pussy, you're a little bitch because you're crying. And Sansa, without even thinking, the filter is not in this girl's mouth. I can tell she doesn't have a damn filter because she just goes, I saw you cry. And he's like, what? And she's like, nothing, my lord. Sansa, you tell him. Tell him he's a bitch. I hate Joffrey. Now, Joffrey and the rest of everyone are walking back up to the castle from the coast, and they're walking through all these villagers, watching them and talking shit, and they're all starving, they're hungry, and Joffrey's just being a piece of shit king and not taking care of his people. And so one of the villagers throws a fucking cow pie at Joffrey, hits him in the face with shit, because he's a shithead anyway, so shit. Yeah, it was funny. Joffrey then acts like a little bitch and orders all of them to be killed. Orders everyone to be murdered, and has all his members of his guard start chopping these fools down. Now, everyone gets away except for Sansa. Sansa is chased down a hallway, and Joffrey doesn't give 2 fucks if she gets raped, gets killed, doesn't fucking care. He's like, fuck that bitch, she ain't here, fuck her. So the Hound's like, you know what, fuck that. And he runs out there, he gets her, and right as Sansa's about to be raped by like these 5 motherfuckers, the Hound gets in there and rips all these sons of bitches apart. And this is the first time I think I've actually cheered for the Hound so far. So Season 2, Episode 6, the Hound finally gets a little respect from me. And he starts tearing these sons of bitches apart and saves Miss Sansa. Now this is something great, but he kind of shrugs it off like it was an order, bitch. Fuck you. Like, and I'm like, really, motherfucker? Like, you just saved this girl from being raped by a bunch of douches. Good job, Hound. Don't be a dick. So then we see Dany go and visit the douchey spice guy that almost sent her out and sent her to her death outside of Karth. And she goes to ask him for a ship. She needs a ship to be able to get to Westeros to claim her throne. And he's like, I don't take a gamble on shit that I know isn't going to pan out for me. So no, I'm not going to give you a ship. So she is fucking furious. And she basically threatens, when I fucking regain my throne, bitch, I'm going to come back and I'm going to fucking kill you. And I'm like, yes, Dany. Tell him to suck your dick while you're down there. Arya and Tywin have a little bit of talk about their fathers, and he explains that his father was kind of a dick too, and she explains her father was a great man, and she just loves him so much. But then she sees a note on the table that mentions Robb, so she punks it. She steals the note. She sneaks off out of the way to go read the note, but she is actually caught by one of the douchey guards, and he goes to report it to Tywin. So she runs as fast as she can to find her little killer to send him off and give him this other motherfucker's name. So she finds him, gives him her name, like she screams the name to him and says, he's on his way to see Tywin, hurry! And she's freaking out. So this whole time I'm thinking like, holy shit, he's gonna get there, he's gonna tell Tywin, Arya's gonna be found out, and yeah, she's gonna go to jail, or she's gonna go back to King's Landing and be a fucking prisoner like her sister. But no, right as this motherfucker knocks on Tywin's door, swings it open, he gets a dart to the neck and fucking dies on Tywin's doorstep. Holy shit, it was so close, so close. What the fuck? So Robb is hitting on the doctor again. She's still turning his ass down, and his mom pulls him to the side and says, you know, motherfucker, you're dedicated and you're already promised to somebody else. Quit hitting on this Hyena. I don't give a fuck how pretty she is. You're promised to somebody else. You ain't gonna be a whore like your dad. So Jon and his little wildling prisoner are trying to find the other members of the Night's Watch, but they are lost as fuck. She probably knows where they're at, but she ain't telling Jon. And then it starts to get really cold really late, so they gotta like hunker down and cuddle. And so they start cuddling, and she's like grinding into Jon, and he's like, stop that! Lay fucking still! Fucking Jon. Now, Asha meets up with Theon and asks for her freedom. Says, I'm a prisoner here as much as you were. I want my freedom, and I'll give you the best sex you've ever had. I'll give you a wild, wild fucking night you'll never forget. And he's like, fine, you gotta prove it to me. So then they kind of go and they get their bone on, and we see her sneak out of his bed in the middle of the night, walking out of the room where he's staying, and where he's napping, and he's passed the fuck out, and his guard is outside, and he's like, Theon told me to go start working my way around to the rest of the guards. You guys all deserve a little treat. And she starts making out with this guard, and she slits his fucking throat. Then her and Hodor go in there, and they sneak Bran and his little brother out of the castle like gangsters. I knew I liked Asha for a reason. I thought she was cool as fuck, and I'm stoked that she got the boys out. And then it all ends with some motherfucker stealing Dany's dragons. She's losing her fucking mind. The dragons are gone. What the hell, man? Who the fuck steals the dragons? Alright, so this episode was crazy from start to finish, guys. The dragons are gone. What the fuck? Where are the dragons? Where are the dragons? This episode was really cool. There was a lot of really crazy things. Like I said, this is the first time I really respected the Hound. He impressed the shit out of me when he saved little Miss Sansa's life. Super pumped on that guy, and I hope he gets a better story arc, and I hope I start to like him more, because he seems like a pretty likable character. He's just a douchey dog that has to work for the douchey fucking prince or king. He's a bitch anyways. I hate fucking Joffrey again in this episode, guys. Let me know your thoughts on this episode down in the comments down below. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel so you can keep up with all the videos we put out every week. And I will see you guys next time for another trip into the world of Game of Thrones. Alright, guys. Peace out.